Good morning. Today is Monday, April 13th, and my name is Miss McPherson. I work at Hollanders Island Elementary School and I teach first grade. Today we'll be doing a lesson working on place value and adding 10 more and 10 less to a digit. Before we get started, I would like to do a little warm-up. So if I can have you stand up, and we're going to count by fives starting at 0. When we count by fives, we're going to punch it out, and each punch is going to be worth 5. Ready? Count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Okay, now we're going to count by tens. And when we count by tens, I want you to really pay attention to the numbers that we use. We're going to punch it out starting at 0. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now when we counted by tens, I hope you noticed a pattern, because I did. I noticed when we counted by tens, each one ended in a 0. But just the tens place changed. They went up each time. So when we have a digit, a 2-number digit, we have a tens place and a ones place. When we have a tens place, they're represented by a rod. A rod is made up of 10, and it takes the place of the tens. We also have a cube. A cube stands for 1 and holds the ones place. We have 10 cubes and 1 rod. Our number that I picked was 25. So in the number 25, it has 2 digits, 1 in the ones place and 1 in the tens place. We have 2 rods in 25 and 5 ones in 25. So we said 20 plus 5 gave us 25. Now, part of our lesson is to find out 10 more and 10 less. So when we talk about the word more, we're adding. We're going to get bigger. So I'm adding 10 more to 25. Remember, I had my 2 in my tens place and my 5 in my ones place. When we're adding 10 more, we're only talking about the tens place. So the tens place is going to change. Here's my rods, 10, 20, but I'm adding 1 more rod. So that's, count with me. 10, 20, 30. We have 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35. 10 more than 25 is 35. All right, I bet you're thinking, what about 10 less? When we have 10 less, we take away. When we have the word less, that means our number in our tens place is going to get smaller, just like the pattern that we showed over here. We have a tens, and we're getting smaller and going up. So here we go. 10 less than 25. So I had my 2 rods to show 25. If I'm taking 10 away, I exited out a rod. So here we go. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Remember, when you start counting those cubes, you count by a 1. So 10 less than 25 is 15. So that's how I wanted to review for this lesson. Now we're going to pick a number on our hundredths chart and do the same thing. I'm going to pick the number 63. In the number 63, there's 2 digits. There's a digit in the tens place and a digit in the ones place. So I'm going to write the number 63. In the number 63, we have a 6 in the tens place and a 3 in the ones place. So I'm going to represent my tens. Remember, which one represents a 10? A rod or a cube? Right, a rod represents the 10. I'm just going to draw a stick to represent my 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I am representing 63, or just 60, by using my tens. Now I have a 3 in the one spot. I'm going to use a circle to represent my cubes. 1, 2, 3. So I have made the number 63. Now I'm going to ask myself, 10 more than 63. The word more means to get bigger or to get smaller. It means to get bigger. If you guess bigger, kiss your brain. So we're adding another rod to our 63. So we're going to redraw 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, plus a rod, 70. Now our ones place didn't change. 1, 2, 3. Let's count it all together slowly one more time. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73. 10 more than 63 is 73. That's also saying 70 plus 3 gives us 73. Now we're going to do 10 less. 10 less than 63. Remember what the word less meant. Is it going to get bigger in the tens place or smaller in the tens place? We're going to get smaller. So let's write out our 63 one more time. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 6 tens equals 60. 1, 2, 3. But it's saying take 10 away. Subtract 10. We're going to X out a 10. Now we're going to count our new. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53. 10 less than 63 is 53. 53 is also saying 50 plus 3 equals 53. I bet y'all got that. Now let's check for understanding. Which shows 10 less than 42? Remember, the word less is getting smaller. If you knew that, air high five. Which shows 10 less than 42? I'll give you a few seconds to look at A, B, and C. Let's look at A. We know that each rod stands for 10, and each cube stands for a 1. So we're going to count by tens and then by ones. 10, 20, count with me, 30, 40. 41, 42. That shows 42. 10 less than 42 is definitely not 42. So let's take a look at B. Remember to count by your tens and then your ones. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32. We counted the number 32. 10 less than 42. It is 32. 32 is a 10 less than 42. So if you guessed 32 in B, you did great. But let's just check C just in case. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52. We were looking for 10 less than 42, so 52 could not be correct. So if you chose the letter B, you did a fantastic job. Now I want to show you some things that you could probably do at your house with common objects. I have some cards, a dice, or a domino. You could always ask somebody to give you a number too. So I'm going to pull two cards. I pulled a 4 and a 6. We're working with two-digit numbers going more than 10 and less than 10. So my number was 46. Let's find 46 on our hundredths chart. Here it is, 46. I hope all of you pointed to the 4 in the tens place and a 6 in the ones place. While we're here, we're going to go 10 less. Remember that keyword, less means to go smaller. You're taking a 10 away. By looking at the hundredths chart, we know we could take 1 away from the 4 and get us a 3. So 10 less than 46 is 36. Okay? Remember, our ones place stayed the same, but our tens place got smaller. Okay? Now we're going to do 10 more than 46. When we say the word more, we're getting larger. We're adding the 10. So 10 more than 46. We add a 10 to our tens place from the 4 to the 5. So we go from 46 to 56. 10 more than 46 is 56. I bet all y'all got that. Now I'm going to show you a way to do it with a dice. You just roll a dice. I have a 5, and roll it one more time, and a 2. So I have 2 digits. These 2 digits combined together make 52. I have a 5 in the tens place and a 2 in the ones place. I'm going to draw it out just to help me. Remember, when we draw a rod, we count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We have 5 rods that gives us 50, but we have 52. 2 cubes. So now we have the number 52. We want to go 10 more. So we're going to add 10 to 52. 10 plus 52, adding a rod. Let's count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 5 rods plus 1 rod gives us 60, 1, 2. 62 for 10 more. Now we're going to go 10 less than 52. 10 less. So we already have our 52. We're going to take away a 10. Let's count our new. 10, 20, 30, 40, 42. 10 less than 52 is 42. Now this next one, I'm going to show you a domino. You probably have some dominoes at your house. There are 2 dots on each domino, or 2 sides on each domino. On this one, we have 4 dots in our tens place and 7 dots in our ones place. Let's count. 10, 20, 30, 40. Let's write the number 40. Let's check out our ones place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have a 7 in the ones place. Together, the 2 digits make 47. We're going to do it mentally this time. You can always refer back to your hundredths chart, or you can do it in your head by counting. So we know we're going 10 more. We're adding a 10 to the tens place. 40, counting by tens, 10 more will give us 50. If you got that right, give yourself a kiss on the brain. And don't forget, the ones place doesn't change. So we have 47, 10 more than 47 gives us 57. Now we're going to do the less. I'm going to give you a second to do your less, and then I'm going to work it out up here. $47 and 10 less will give us 37. If you got 37, give yourself a pat on the back. When you have a 4 in the tens place and you take away a 10, you go from 4 to 3. It will give you 37. Let's look back on our hundredths chart just to check. We're at the number 47. We take away a 10. We get 37. The ones place did not change. So let's look back and wrap up our lesson. We reviewed today our place value, tens, and ones. We know that a rod stands for 10 and a cube stands for 1. We have 10 cubes and 1 rod. We know that when we say the word more, we're getting larger. We're adding. So 10 more, your tens place will change by 10. Less. The word less means smaller or subtracting. When we have 10 less, we take away a 10, showing that our tens place is getting smaller. Okay? One more for good measure. Let's look up here. We have the one 28. 28. I want you to go 10 less and 10 more. We have 28. We have 2 rods in the tens place. We get 1 more rod. Now we have 38. All right? Go 10 less than 28. You have 2 rods in the tens place. Take away a rod. Now you have 18. I bet all of you did a great job today, and thank you for participating with me in our lesson, and I look forward to seeing you again.